I want to say shout out to Ralph because we got the same birthday.
May 16th?
May 16th.
Taurus?
Thanks.
Spoke to Ralph yesterday. He just texted me today and said, I love you, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I
shout
tell
out
him
to
you
Ralph,
said hi.
man. That's what's up. So I said what's up.
I know we're going to get into this later, but the fact that y'all have managed to stay this cool for this long, when there are people who can't stand each other after a couple of years, you know, the tell-all books start coming out, and y'all been like so tight. And I know there's internal beef, of course, it has to be. But the fact that y'all have managed to hold it together all this time is a testament in itself.
Right.
40, I don't know if I can go 4 days with some people. Maybe 40 years, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a time machine.
How do you, and we're going to go back to the story, I don't want to get off, but how do you navigate the internal issues? There's got to be some kind of system that y'all have to keep it.
Were there any issues then?
Nah. When we was younger, our only issue was, you know, how we could get back to regular life. Because after school, we would be at Brooke's house or Bobby's living room, and we would rehearse from like 4 to 8 o'clock. So we didn't have no after school activities. You know what I mean? Brooke was a regiment. Like, yo, we lip syncing for the talent shows. We didn't even have the music out. But his whole shit was, y'all gonna be professional before the record come out. And we didn't really, you know, really wasn't no funky shit. We was friends after practice. You know, Ralph, Rick, and Bob, Ron, they may go over there. I might got to go play a game. We see each other the next day. It was love. It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? We didn't look at ourselves like, I'm bigger than you, you're less than me. We just looked at it like, damn, when is practice over? Like, I want to, you know, but we was committed to the showmanship that Brooke was teaching us. So we was good.
So
At an early age.
So from then,
Candy Girl.
What happened?
So from then, the tour comes up.
The first tour?
Yeah.
Grandmaster Flash.
Was this before Telephone Man?
Telephone Man's the second album.
Second, okay.
Our first show was at the Coca Cabana in New York City. It was just a bunch of white people. You know, we up in this, look like Scarface with tuxes and bow ties, and we like, oh shit, we just jumping around at 100 miles an hour. We was like, okay, this is New York. But then we came back the next weekend, we went to the pier, and we seen them 3 leather jackets with the hats and shit. We was like, that's it, like that. So that was our first outside show with Running Them. And then we did a lot of shows with Running Them at the Beacon Theater. And then we went on a little small tour with Running Them to other theaters. And then we got the call to go out with Grandmaster Flash. And that was some other shit. That was a 3-week tour. That's the one with the $1.87 and all the money funny shit. But just hanging with Mel and Scorp and, you know, that whole thing and watching Flash, good time, good, all that. We was just learning how to do a show. And then we got a crazy call after that tour and all that funny shit. And then the nigga with the Mary Jane called us, Big James. He said, y'all come with me. So we on tour with Stone City Band, Mary Jane Girls, Rick James. You know, this nigga had like a thing called like a little clear, little diamond thing, and he just turned to the side, clicked that bliggity, y'all motherfuckers ready? And then boom, Mary Jane, and the whole crowd going crazy. And we just little niggas on the side of the stage like, oh shit, you gotta come out on stage with some type of excitement. And back then, niggas was, you know how niggas say, put a light in the air? Niggas was putting blunts in the air and easy waters in the air. So the whole crowd's up here and he's singing. And we was like, okay, this is how you put on the show. That's what we learned it from Rick James.
Okay, rewinding to that $1.87.
Yeah, I don't want to skip past that either.
What was? Can you break down how that even happened?
Wow. Well,
$1.87.
You're asking me now what I think? I think our managers did the best they could. We was on a tour bus with 22 people, listening to some people from New York, and they was picking up the money. And I think they was on some yayo shit. And I think every night we would pick up our money, it would just go up in the air. And because we was getting our 50 and 100, which to us is per diem. But nah, nigga, We pay them and we take the rest. We didn't really understand the structure of how the paper went. So when we came home after 3 weeks, I think honestly, if I could remember, you know, and I don't normally remember this, we was only making $1,500 a night. We was doing 3 songs: Popcorn Love, Candy Girl, Is This the End?
As a group?
Opening up for Grandmaster though.
Right.
So we on that tour, right? And then I think it was 3 weeks, so maybe what you could do, maybe 3 or 4 shows a week, 21 shows, maybe give or take 25. What we came home, what was crazy is the tour bus came into the bricks and shit. Niggas is getting off with their bags and this, that, and the third. And you know, he's like, yo, I'm trying to get home. I'm missing leagues and games. And it was just one interesting day. A couple of days later, I'm out in the park whipping and dipping. And here comes Ricky and Bob. And they running and shit, because we lived in parts of the projects. I lived on one side. Ricky, Bob, and Ralph lived on another. So it'd take a little 15-minute walk to get to the front.
Wow.
And they running, yo, Mike. And I'm on the court, the little game. I'm like, yo, hold up. So when I get finished, they like, yo, they took our money. We only got $1.87, nigga. Niggas can't even come to my crib. My mom's and them is pissed. And I'm like, oh, shit. But I didn't even feel it the way they felt it. Because I'm still transitioning from ball to music. And I'm like, damn, man, you know, I didn't know how to be mad because my mama gave me $2 every day. So I felt like they was kind of 13 cents short.
Right.
I'm like, man, I got $2. I'm not really mad. Not understanding the $1.87 is all we got.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. So I just wanted to get back to the game. Right? And I went in the crib, right? You know, mom made the spaghetti that day. I'm sweating, played about 4 or 5 games. And she's like, so I got the call from Miss Brown and Mr. Bo, and, you know, we got to have a meeting. We got to talk about this. I'm like, yeah, Mom, but I don't know why they mad. She said, well, there's a lot to it. I said, man, you know, I got $2. I don't care. And she was like, no, you need to care. Because you went out there and did all those shows, and you got to stop paying attention. So from that day, I transitioned into paying attention. Because I knew it affected them too.
Right.
And I said, okay, somebody got to watch the money. That was it.
Is that when you started to really dive into the business?
Yeah, because I had 1 foot in and I had 1 foot out.
Right.
But then I was like, you know, this shit is real. Like, you know, we in the music business, not just in the concert business. We in the business of music. And the show is how you make money that night. Fuck that royalty check. That shit comes 6 months, 12 months, 18. But
right.
nigga, you go up in the building, you go to the back room to get your second half. That's how you can get home sometime. Now I'm gonna catch a flight, I'm out of here. And they was taking that quick money. Yo, we need some pizza, we need some chicken. Yo, we don't got no money. So that money in that box office, you gotta always remember, that's the most important. That's like direct connect.
Right.
Feel me?
Did you ever figure out where the money went exactly?
Yeah.
And who was responsible for it? Did you follow up or just left it alone?
We let them live.
Moving on. Moving on. Moving right along.
But we know, man. We know.
Right.
We know.
But
and they know if they watch it.
But of course, he was out the picture after that.
Absolutely.
Did that happen and cause any dissension between you and the other group members?
Nah.
Or
Just like I
made
said,
y'all
Bob and
more
Rick,
solid?
you know, they were upset. I didn't really deal with Ralph, but Ronnie and my mom spoke all the time. Ricky and Ralph's mom spoke, and Miss Brown, she kind of was the managing parent, a little bit more aggressive to shit. We didn't look at it as crazy as it sounds back then, because it was the first time. We just knew what we needed to do to correct it for the next time.
Right.
You know, and we corrected that on the Rick James shit. You know, we got our money. And plus, Rick made sure we got our shit. You know, when we come backstage, Rick would be sitting on the cases, bro, smoking the joint, throwing it away, maybe 10 before the show. But he was like, yo, look out for them little niggas. They're good. Take care of them. And he allowed us to use the band. Everybody else made us use the tape. He said, no. Y'all gonna elevate. We was going to Providence, Rhode Island. We was doing a tape show on his first show. He said, no. Them steps that shit needs the band and the music, like his show. So Rick gave us the opportunity in Providence, Rhode Island. He gave us 15 minutes at home, and we went to motherfucking work. We've been with a live band since.
Shout out to Rick James.
Shout out to Rick James.
Rest in peace.
Rick James.
Rest in peace.
One time for the guy.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James.
Love that man. Rest in peace.
What was it like around Rick?
You know, honestly, man, you know how you look at a nigga, you be like, yo, I like your sneakers. We complimented back then. Now a nigga pay you no mind. Rick's skin was just like butter. Hair was always beautiful. He was always clean, and he was open. So when we would be on tour, even though it's his tour, it's everyone's tour. And when we went through Buffalo, it's the first time I ever seen some shit like that. He had an indoor pool. He threw the after tour party. Everybody else was older, Mary Jane girls walking around, and we, you know, ooh, shit, nigga, you know. We the only little niggas in the party.
Right.
But,
Did you see Charlie Murphy in there?
no.
Charlie Murphy.
No, but you know who was really
Rest
close?
in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Rick
Word.
and Eddie were close.
Yeah.
Those niggas was like that. And,
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
And then they had a girl between them, Val Young. She was doing the cooking and the singing. Val was a beautiful person that Rick and Eddie loved a lot. She would come and cook the food for everybody to sing her ass off. She was on the Death Row records. And just his fruitfulness to his crib, to the way you're supposed to live. You know what I mean? Remember, he was writing the songs. He had Stone City. He had the Mary Jane. He was a production company on tour. But it's an era that niggas don't remember because some people are too young that wasn't there. But he helped me see how you supposed to move with groups and how you have a tour ending party and make sure everybody eat and the food is right and it's festive and the door is open. As opposed to just, all right, you niggas just going about your business. Good dude, great dude.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.